Hello hamheads. Right, tag video time. Yep. This is I'm tagging sight me. Cakes is cakes. Weapon collector. Most importantly, vampire, because he started this tag off. And what this film tag is about great films that disappoint you, or is it bad films that disappoint you? But I'm gonna talk about a classic here, a cult classic, right, which disappointed me in many respects because of the characters. You know, I mean, come on. Directed by Brian De Palma, who also directed Carlito's Way, which was adapted from 2 novels, I might add. Oh, forget about that. Directed by Brian De Palma, starring Al Pacino, Stephen Bauer, Michelle Pfeiffer, Mary Stoney, the spaghetti bloody whatever the hell you call her. I can never pronounce her bloody well name. Robert Loggia, F. Murray Abraham, and a host of other people. Good film, Scarface. And great cult classic. Oh, lovely bloodbath at the end. You know, I mean, there isn't much of a plot really. Here's the plot. Lots of refugees are coming over from Cuba and landing in Miami. That's it. And it focuses on one in particular, Tony Montana. And he quickly climbs the criminal ladder, and he's a horrible bastard. You can't relate to him, you can't warm to him. In fact, the only shred of decency this film allows him is the part when he decides, oh, I can't blow up a couple and their children. Yeah, well, think about it logically, hammerheads. I mean, Christ almighty, any normal thinking person would have them thoughts, wouldn't they? Anyone who's civilised. I mean, that's the only part in the film that, oh, he's alright really. His wife hates the whole bloody world. Frank, well, he gets killed. And I remember my mum hired this film out when it was first released on VHS in 1984. Because the film come out in 83, but obviously videos a year later. Me and my sister sat and watched it with my mum. I mean, I was 16, my sister's like 4 years younger than me, so she must have been 10 or 11 or something. And my mum was commenting on all the swearing. I was like, oh my God, there's lots of swearing. And it was, for a time, it was like #1. It was in the record books, having the most swear words ever in any film. Why, it's been vastly surpassed since then, you know what I mean? Nil by Mouth used to be the #1 spot. Summer of Sam, I'm not sure now. Who cares, you know what I mean? But every character in this film, apart from his mum, is like not worthy of a fucking turd. Because they're all horrible. I mean, he goes around to his mum, you know, he hasn't seen her for 5 years or something. It's like, and she's not very happy. His sister's like over the moon. I mean, God, oh God. But his mum, you come round here with your jail manners and your hot shot clothes, and you throw some money about and you think you can buy my respect. And like, he's like, no mama, no mama. But that's all he's done. He says, my kid sister don't have to work in no beauty parlour. And my mama, she don't have to sew in no factory. Didn't impress his mum, like, you know what I mean? His mum is the only person you can feel sorry for in the film. His sister, she's a bitch and all when she, you know, she starts going out and all that, and it's like, ugh. Well, his friend, Stephen Boer, well, Manny, as he's called in the film, his character name, he shoots him dead near the end, just because he marries his sister. I mean, what kind of man is Tony Montana, you know what I mean? He's a horrible man. He's a cokehead. Coke is just wrecked. He was, I think he was wrecked anyway to start with. He was a nasty, horrible, vindictive man to start with. And he dabbled in cocaine, and it made him 100 times worse. And his sister as well. She was a horrible person. You can't root for anybody in this film, except his mum. And she's only in it twice. You know what I mean? It's just very good film, very good direction, good music, Giorgio Moroder. I've got the soundtrack on vinyl somewhere. You know, and Al Pacino did give a hell of a performance in that film, but he was just nasty all the way through. There was no like, oh my God, there's the bit I told you about, you know, that's the only bit you can root for him. It's like, oh, he's a good man really, he doesn't like killing kids, you know what I mean? There you go, Scarface. 1983, directed by Brian De Palma. I think I've just broke me fucking arm there, but never mind. I'm going to have to get Vampire to give me some tips. I used to be good with these, you know. Tell you what. Oh. See this, right? Oh, this is... I wouldn't like a smack in the fucking head with this. I mean, look at that, right? Aluminium, chrome, brushed chrome, brass. Right. If that's not bad enough for you, hammerheads, you pull the dagger out of the handle. I mean, Christ, what a weapon. What do you reckon? I mean, I got this in 2004 maybe. On eBay from America, no problems. I got it within 3 days. In a little box. I don't know how, but anyway, that's my tag film tonight. Scarface. And my disappointing factors within that film. See you later, hammerheads. Ow! God almighty. Oh, I'm not going to be able to go to work tomorrow.